Well. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Kickoff Discussion podcast. What a fantastic game between Arsenal and Athletic Club. It was a really brilliant game, and it's great that we started this season of a new Champions League season with a brilliant 3 points, two goals scored by Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard, two super subs that came on for Arsenal in the closing stage of the game. It was really a great game, but I would say that we should not get ahead of ourselves because if we are to assess this game critically well, let me start from the lineup. From my own point of view, I think the combination of Merino, Rice, and Zubimendi still needs still needs a lot of work. Let me put it that way. It still needs a lot of work. And from my own point of view, when I was watching it before we scored that goal, I was already raging, and I was questioning the manager's choice of going with Merino, Zubimendi, and Declan Rice in the middle of the park without a creative player. So for me, I think nobody needs to tell the manager that there's still a lot of work to be done between these three players. And I'm not a part of not playing a creative midfielder when we have one sitting on the bench, which is Ethan Nwaneri. I trust the boy, and I know the manager trusts him as well. Why I don't know the reason why he didn't play him instead of going with these three midfielders that I just mentioned. So for me, I think their partnership still needs a lot of work, but I would say we got away with one, to be honest, because the first 20 minutes of the game wasn't really there was nothing to write home about that game, but it was in the remaining 25 of the first half that we were able to at least create something. Do you understand? I think Gyökeres might have got a goal as well because that flying letter that I got, which was the second chance of the game, should have gone into the back of the net. I don't know how that header went wide, but it is what it is. He had his chances, and he tried his possible best to put it in back of the net, but unfortunately the ball didn't went in. So for me, I think and I hope that the manager will also understand the fact that not playing a creative midfielder with the combination of these three men in the midfield might not work every time. We all saw the result from the game that we played against Liverpool. It was glaring. But today, I think they grinded out the result, and that was due to this kind of substitution the manager made. And I would say it was a pure gamble. To be honest, it was a pure gamble because what I was expecting manager to do was to bring on was to I don't know was to substitute Gyökeres, put Eze in the middle, and do you understand? And bring out maybe Merino, or like that was like bringing out Merino. That was the substitution I was expecting. Merino and Gyökeres for my Martinelli, and Eze will just come back into the middle of the park. But I don't think the manager saw what we are not saying, and he decided to go with Martinelli coming on for Zubimia, coming on for Eberechi Eze, which actually yielded a brilliant result for us. Martinelli scored and he assisted. Likewise, Leandro Trossard, he scored as well and he also assisted. They both assisted one another, which was brilliant from my own perspective. And from Martinelli's point of view, I think that coming on and the kind of challenges that he has in the team now will actually bring the best out of him. To be honest, it will bring the best out of him because if he sat on the bench for a long time and he watches the game, he will know that when they introduce him, there's something lacking that he needs to bring on, which he has to his game. So for me, I think the challenges in the squad now is going to bring out a great performances out of these boys, which was really brilliant. And again, the squad depth that we had in that game was really fantastic, and that really helped us today because the introduction of fresh legs like Martinelli and Leandro Trossard yielded two goals, which was really brilliant. these are the things that we lacked last season, and that really defined our season. Last season, it defined our season. Do you understand? But this time around, I think the kind of squad depth that we had was really brilliant. As I've said earlier, in the 72nd minute, Martinelli got a brilliant goal. It was a flick on as a result of a goal kick from Athletic Club's goalkeeper Unai Simon. The ball was headed back, and Leandro Trossard flicked it for Gabriel Martinelli, who did brilliantly well to keep the ball with himself, and eventually 1-1 with the goalkeeper, he was able to convert. And Leandro Trossard as well, Martinelli was located out wide. He picked the ball in the out wide, and he dragged the ball, he drew the ball all the way into the ball before he found Leandro Trossard, who actually found the back of the net as well in the 87th minute, which sealed the game for Arsenal. So brilliant game for us. Defensively, we were really brilliant, I would say, because we limited our Athletic Club to just 2 shots on target throughout the entirety of 90 minutes, which was really brilliant. And on the other hand, we had six shots on target, which was really fantastic. But for me, as I said in the opening first minute of the game, I think that the manager still needs to look out for the combination of these 3 men in the midfield, because we might not get away with it in another game. But it worked for us now. That doesn't mean that's the perfect choice that he should have fielded in that lineup. So these are my own thoughts and my own opinion as well. And I think that maybe eventually going forward, maybe their combination would yield great result as well. Let's just wait and see. But for me, these are my own opinion. Drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the game. If you're just coming across this way for the very first time, please do well to like and subscribe. And if you are already here, please scan the smile button and drop it in the comment section. Thank you very much. I'll see you in another episode, and bye for now.